Signal loss. The world dulled. She was cut off from the invisible 24/7 mental steering that she'd used non-stop for daily functioning. Like a language relearning itself.
Whoa!
It didn't hurt, it just took time, and people noticed. Lars noticed first.
You okay?
Just tired.
She said, but his eyes stayed on her a beat too long, like something about her was off. Her reactions were a bit slow. She was thinking before speaking. Something few people did anymore. Not with the feed running silently in the background, smoothing over her imperfections. At lunch, someone offered her a news flash, a trending clip on child memory encryption. She blinked.
What? No, I haven't seen it.
The woman in front of her frowned.
But it was on everyone's sequence this morning,
she said. Mara just shrugged, and the woman locked eyes with her, confused, maybe even unsettled. At home, Mara tried to read, actual words on a screen, not piped in through the stream. It felt like walking through water. Her thoughts wandered. She boiled water for tea, and then forgot about it. This was loss. Then came the voices. Not outside, inside. Senses, traces from the feed, screaming for her attention, phantom cues, vivid illusions of memory, as if something had been shown, but she'd shut it off. There should have been nothing. Once unplugged, her mind should have been quiet. No more voices, no more suggestions, no more background noise from the feed, but even without the feed, it felt like it was still there, deep in her brain. Her mind had gotten so used to the algorithm, its patterns, its emotional prompts, its timing, that it was now automatic. Like how your body remembers how to ride a bike or type without thinking. One day, Mara secretly cut her mind off from the neuro device. Thinking without technological aid was considered outdated, almost like reverting to the Stone Age. Going offline was seen as a red flag, a sign of mental instability. Unassisted cognition was primitive now, a sign of fatigue, burnout, poor regulation. To be offline was to be visibly vulnerable. And when it failed to soothe someone, it usually meant they were dealing with deep trauma. To be unplugged was to be exposed in a way the connected could easily hide. And there was more, a deeper current. When she socialized with other humans, she observed small, strange behaviors. Not enough to be obviously wrong, but off in ways that triggered her instinct. The repetition in their words, their reactions. It all felt steered, not human intuition, but responses steered in real time by the neural feed. The system did more than help people. It used them, progressively conditioning them. The further she distanced herself from the systems, the stranger they seemed. Perfect, pleasant, predictably unsettling. And the worst part was, she missed the comfort. She missed the predictability. She missed not having to feel so alone. The sensory depth the neural feed provided. An immersive, curated reality that felt full and vivid. The effortless way she could move through life while connected. No awkward emotions, just smooth automation. And the scariest part, the way the system soothed, reassured, and emotionally regulated her, like a caregiver gently guiding a child through the world. Now it was all bare and brutal. One night in her apartment, she spoke out loud. She had lost touch with her past self, her identity, her feelings, her sense of who she used to be. No one answered, not even her inner voice. Her mind felt numb, and in that silence, there was a deep loneliness. The signal loss was not only a technical failure, but also a reflection of her inner detachment from reality. Mara did not just lose connection to the feed, she was cut off from the world everyone else still lived in. Safe, warm, connected, she was outside of it now, like standing on a shore, soaked and lost, with no way back. X-Frec production. Made in Mission District. The Rebellion. Silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. It's tension. That's what Mara learned in the days after she went dark. Her mind didn't empty without the feed. It expanded. Like a field left wild. Messy, yes, but alive. And in that untended natural space, she perceived subtle details she wouldn't have before, not just in voices, not even in her thoughts, but in the texture of the environments. Nothing gets past her, like how some people took too long before answering a simple question.
I'm sorry, what?
Like they were waiting for help, or how their faces would go blank for a second,
What?
then come back.
What's that?
Like similar to when a video is lagging. When she passed someone in the hallway, their eyes seemed to catch up to the moment just after it had already passed. It was like their minds were busy processing the feed. Mara noticed this because she was no longer connected. She picked back up the habit of journaling, with actual pen and paper. It was difficult at first. Her handwriting felt foreign. The motion of thought to hand, slow and clunky, like a tongue relearning an old forgotten language. But soon, words came. Not perfect, but hers.
I'm not content. I'm not edited. I'm not being tracked.
She wrote the words like a spell, not to protect, but to bring something back. To remember who she was without the feed, to feel real again. She went for a walk with her neural port off. No map. No mood syncing, just her shoes on the ground. Just clouds above. Just a woman seeing the shape of her own shadow again. And then she saw it. A sticker on a lamppost. A blank square with just a single word.
Listening?
It didn't sell anything. Didn't follow the feed. No data tags. No pings. Just there, outside the stream. The next day, she saw another. Then another. On the backs of signs, on benches. Different words, same feeling, minimal, open, real. Mara wasn't the only one looking.
That's just listening.
They didn't hate technology. They were simply taking a break from it. Sometimes it was hybrid humans. Other times, just Stone Age. No usernames.
What?
No channels, just signals. Scattered like seeds. Tangible. Slow and real. Not a rebellion of noise,
No.
but one of silence. Of choosing not to follow. Mara found a printed map in a bookstore, circled in pencil. No labels, just a place. A park she used to go to in the past. She went, no port, no digital layer. Just her senses. There, she met someone. A man. Maybe 40, with a coat too big and a voice like gravel. He didn't ask what her name was, just nodded when she approached.
You unplugged?
She nodded. She took a second.
I think they're seeing me.
She finally said. He smiled, not like a stranger, as if he sees something he knows in her. They talked, but it was brief. That was the thing about the rebellion. It was not about being seen or understood, but about learning to be aware, about how to calm your thoughts without suggestions, how to feel grief fully, joy slowly, boredom completely. This had nothing to do with fighting technology. It was about consent. Not consent to the feed, but to the stories it chose for her. Stories placed into her life. Ones she never wrote, but somehow lived. After disconnecting from the constant noise and influence of the feed, Mara finally has space to think and feel without outside input. In that reflective state of presence, Mara found her way back to who she was before. Not the version who was soothed by an algorithm, but the one who found peace in the now, who waited out the storms patiently, and who endured discomfort until understanding awakened. Some nights, when the silence felt too much, when the world seemed a little off, she returned to one thought.
Even without sound or words, there is still presence.
X-Frec Production. Made in Mission District.